Welcome to Shadow Jixer. Wrong bike, I know. But hey, might as well introduce it as it is. This is Crystal's last ride with us. Well, except when I got to drop off at the shop. Let's go riding. Now I had planned for this video to be a little chat video about engine sizes, or more accurately, my opinion on good first bikes and good first bike engine sizes. But it got me thinking about my first bike, my Honda CG125 Harriet. And this road we're on right now, well, this is where I had such an amazing experience once. Coming around here at an absolute blistering speed, I will not lie, and then having a bike pass me, and it was the very first time I actually received a thumbs up from a, as you would say, more experienced rider. And it's the first time that sort of acknowledgement came from another wiser rider, and it made me feel so good. And it's something that's always sat with me. And the weird thing is, as of this video going up, yesterday it was actually 10 years exactly since it happened. And believe it or not, we're now on that stretch of road. 12 cars in front of me. I start overtaking here because I can see far enough ahead. I get up to 70 miles an hour, and my poor CG, she's fine here, but this next bend, I'm still doing 70. I lean her in and my knee touches the ground. Swing her over, knee touches the ground again. I can feel the rear wheel giving way. I'm like, way too tight. As I pull in here, boom, straight off in front of me, right at this point, goes the Ninja. I get a thumbs up from him, and then he wheelies and then shoots off. And the big thing about it was, the second I initially saw him pass me, I thought, oh no, I just blocked or cut off a Ninja. I've just cut off a much bigger bike. I'm a little 125 and I've just blocked a 600. And it's the fact that as he passed me, I got that thumbs up. That thumbs up just made me go, hold on, I didn't slow you down. It made me feel so much better. I probably did slow him down, to be honest. The CG was a 0 to 60 in 12.5 seconds. The Ninja, bearing in mind it's 2006, the Ninja itself was a 2004 Ninja. I'm pretty sure that could do 60 in 3, so I really was slowing him down on acceleration, but I felt so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was really fucking stupid, excuse my French, to overtake 12 cars at once there. And impatient. I was pissed because I've been stuck behind those 12 cars because of one guy in a Daewoo Matiz right there in front who just seemed to be doing 30 everywhere. But yeah. The ironic thing was, when I had looked in my mirror initially, I didn't know that Ninja was behind me. I knew it was there, but he was so far back that on that first stretch of road, right at the beginning of this video, I'd seen him as I was going sort of over the bridge. I'd seen him just coming round the bend, and I thought to myself, he won't be booking it that fast, will he? So I didn't think he was going to be on top of me by the time I went, you know what, screw it, I can see it's clear, I'm overtaking. That wasn't what I was thinking. What I was thinking was, no one's in front, I've got time, I'm doing this. That's what I was thinking. I was 18 years old. I wasn't really thinking about whether it was safe, I was thinking recklessly. Well, I'll tell you what, that actually ties kind of well into, I guess I'll talk about it another time, but it ties well into my wish to talk about good engine sizes and good first bikes, because you know what, a 125 is not a good first bike. In England, it is a legal requirement that you ride a 125 first. You cannot ride higher than a 125 on your provisional license, and until you pass your test, that's where you are. Your provisional license, you must 125 or 50, no bigger than the 125. It's silly because the 125s cannot handle what a kid is trying to pull it to do. And I'll tell you what, a 250 would teach you so much better about power control, because the 125 ain't got any power. But that's for another time. It's going to be funny saying this, but here I am talking about power, and I'm downsizing Crystal. I've been to see my new Gixxer. It's in the shop, but unfortunately the DVLA registries are all gone math because, well, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit here. Wheels, GP wheels, George Perch wheels, which is, I've got to say, my favourite showroom in Lincolnshire, based in Grimsby. They are my absolute favourite showroom. The owner is retiring, and another local showroom is actually pretty good, Rob Speed's. I had a bad experience with Rob Speed's, but you know what, that aside, they are a good showroom. They provide so much, and yeah, Rob Speed's, they've gone and bought wheels. So basically the shop's having a bit of a changeover. The DVLA registry isn't right now, and I can't get my bike registered, so I can't pick up the Gixxer till this week that we're in now. So hopefully on Wednesday, when I finish work at 4 o'clock, since I have a day shift rather than a night, I'll get a call from Steve at Wheels, and he'll be telling me I can come pick my bike up the next day and get it registered and take the new Gixxer away. Find out her name. I'll tell you what, she's pretty. She doesn't have a Yosemite R11 exhaust on her yet. Suzuki's had such a high demand for the bike, they ran out of exhausts for them, which is hilarious. But yeah, it'll be fun to go pick her up. Hey, the funny thing I can say about Rob Speed's now is Rob Speed's, they originally was a Kawasaki Yamaha dealership, and Wheels, or the GP Wheels and GP Suzuki, was a Honda and Suzuki dealership. So now Rob Speed's literally dominates the 4 main Japanese brands in sales for Lincolnshire. So yeah, you live in Lincolnshire and you want to buy a Japanese bike, Rob Speed's. Just don't buy a YBR 125. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist saying that. It wasn't really Rob Speed's fault. In fact, after my YBR was checked out, hell, Rob Speed's could have known that the bike was poorly manufactured. They just sold the bike. What was bad is that the place where my YBR was manufactured, the place where she was built, didn't do their checks properly. They sent out a defective bike with quite a few defects. It would have cost a lot of money to fix them all if I had to do it myself. Yep, yeah. Oh, hang on. It's been a while since I've been here. Ooh, have I got a story about this place? Sitting the bike right here, popping a wheelie, it going way too high, and I mean, the towel touched the ground sort of high, and I literally fell off the back of the CG, run behind it for about, I'd say 5 to maybe 8 meters, somehow got the front end to go back down, literally jumped onto the seat and rode off down this bit of road like I meant to do it. And I pulled into my girlfriend's, at the time, she's ex now, the girl I was seeing at the time. I pulled into her house and like, hi darling, you don't want to know what I just did. With my old biking rival Sonic pulling up behind me going, you left your number plate behind. I'm not gonna lie, the way that ended up happening was a simple case of, we were riding that same route I've just ridden, 2 mopeds overtake us, and you got to bear in mind, I was riding the CG and he was riding a Kawasaki KH125, and that bike was a lot faster than my CG. Its acceleration was silly faster, little 2-stroke. So we were a little bit offended, being our 18-year-old selves, and we decided to pull in, noticed they were there, and he was like, hey Shadow, pop one of your wheelies. I was like, yeah, go on. I pop a wheelie and go way too far. Oh, I was an idiot. This corner here, that girder directly in front of me that I'm facing right now, yeah, that dented the CG. I dropped the CG there 8 times. At least once was on mud, the rest of the time was just me being a dumbass. Damn it! When I think back to my first bike, I was a douche. I'm 18 years old riding a 125 motorcycle. They do say when you're young you're impulsive, don't they? Well, I was an idiot. I'll leave it here. Till next time, guys. Ciao for now. Right on, my friends.